Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting episode of ZV Universe. Once again, got a lot of great action for you planned tonight. Some tag team action going on tonight, as well as an old rivalry coming to a head once again. Can't wait to see how this night plays out. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ZV Universe. Here we go. Tonight, starting out with some strong action as Renegade hopes to put all of his training to use from last week against the current grand champion, Zistar. Encho looks to let those fists fly and try his chances against everybody's favorite hobo, Random and Rodriguez. First of two tag team matches tonight as Team Ass goes up against Green Love. And the bitter rivalry between Cyber and Razor gets heated. Carries on even further in another one-on-one match tonight. And in your main event tonight, Nightmare and his bodyguard Neo Forte going up against the unlikely tag team of Arnie and Viraptor. Can't wait to see how that one pans out. Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Our first match tonight, the ZV Grand Champion Zistar versus the Bloodline trained kid himself, Renegade.
Making his way to the ring from another time, weighing in at 206 pounds, the prestigious Grand Prix champion, the Omega champion.
Zistar proudly coming out to the ring, sporting that ZV championship. Great match last week as he took on Rian. Was able to put him away with a quick submission.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 190 pounds, the Kid.
Renegade had an interesting match last week up against Cyber, a little training session, where Razor was actually at ringside to keep an eye on the action and even distracted Cyber, giving Renegade time to get the upper hand. Unfortunately, Renegade couldn't quite put Cyber away, but that's not going to stop him from pushing on, trying to do his best and taking on the ZV Grand Champion in non-title action tonight. Definitely going to be a tough battle for him, though. And here we go. Start out with a quick tie-up. Zistar gets behind him. Being able to snap Mayor into a chin lock. Good old-fashioned chain wrestling here, starting out the match. Just start getting the upper hand in the end, putting him down though. Takes him out to a big body slam. Ties him up once again. Renegade this time on getting the upper hand, putting Zistar down. Oh, went for a big German suplex, but Zistar was able to counter into an arm drag. And just drops the elbow repeatedly on Rennie's head. And raking the eyes. Traps Rennie in the corner, hoist him up to the top rope. And a big superplex off the top rope. Zistar coming big out of the gate. Rolls into the cover. It only gets the 1 count. Kind of surprised Zistar is trying to end this that early. He might actually feel a little threatened by Renegade, who has proven himself in the past against some tough opponents. Rumor has it he once even fought the Bloody Nightmare himself in another lifetime. Picks Zistar up and slingshots him into the middle rope. Low drop kick straight to Zistar's back. Feeling that one in my shoulder blades. Zistar unfazed, counters with a few elbows. Big stalling suplex. Another body slam. Renegade counters with a European uppercut this time. Oh, another big elbow. Goes into the cover, barely gets a 1 count. Zistar definitely working over the head, probably setting him up for that submission move he likes to use. He was able to put Rian away last week. There he goes again, wrenching away at the neck. Softening him up for that submission move. Into the corner. Obviously, it looks like he's probably climbing up that middle rope. Yep, going for that precision elbow once again. Straight into Rennie's stomach. Straight into the cover, though. And Rennie kicks out at 2. Looks like Zistar's wasting no time going for that submission. Renegade's head's taking a lot of damage. He might not be able to survive. Counters, though. Spins him around into the corner. Follows up with a big elbow of his own. Dragging Zistar out. Goes for the cover. Not even a 1 count. Zistar showing some surprising resilience right there. Crossing up against the rope. Bounces him off the other side. Hoists him up for an atomic drop. Big face plant suplex. Well, Zistar is able to counter to an arm drag quickly. Drives Renegade up against the ropes this time and slingshots him back. Zistar is very, looks like he's sitting in his last match, very calculating and precise, very old school in his methodology, but it is definitely a sound fighting style that has proven his worth in the past. I mean, after all, it netted him the ZV Grand Championship in the tournament. And now he's just blatantly choking Renegade. And sometimes the dirty tactics work. The fact that he's still the reigning champion is testament to that. Oh! Devastating falling pile driver. And just stomping away on his face. Oh, Renegade pops up with us head scissors. Slowly picking Zistar up into a headlock. It's a nice move by Renegade. It gives him time to maybe recover some strength and wear down Zistar, but Zistar quickly up into a headlock of his own. And the body slam helps ground Renegade, which is a good place to keep him. If Renegade gets too much momentum and starts flying around, he can cause a lot of damage. Well, Zstar seems to have him grounded for now. If Renegade's going to mount any kind of offense, he's going to have to pick up the pace. Just like that, with a quick arm drag. Throws Zstar into the ropes. Picks him up for another atomic drop. Rolls him into the cover. Only a 1 count. Big haymaker from Renegade. Goes for the kick. Into a twist of hate. Falls into the cover. 1, 2. And Zstar kicks out after 2. Oh, Renegade. Climbing the top rope. Could he be going for something big? Big swanton dive straight on the Zstar's chest. Into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, Zstar kicks out at 2. Oh, Renegade looking for the upset on the ZV Grand Champion. Climbing up the top rope once again. Like I said, as soon as Renegade gets some momentum, starts flying, goes for another swanton. Oh, but he's gassed. Can't quite get the cover in time. Goes for it now. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Renegade has knocked off the ZV Grand Champion in non-title competition, mind you. But you gotta admit, that has definitely put him excuse me, definitely put him up in the runnings for a future title shot. I hate to say it, but the commentators in the game are saying it pretty good. It was a pretty humiliating loss for Zstar. But a big win for Renegade. Excellent job. Definitely got to make him the #1 contender for Zstar's championship. Up next for you this evening, the Punchy Man himself, Show, going up against everybody's delusional hobo, everybody's favorite delusional hobo, Random, and his faithful sidekick, Rodriguez.
Making his way to the ring from Death Valley, weighing in at 220 pounds, Bad Boy.
Show fired up as always. Looking forward to a great fight. Definitely hope to make those fists connect with Random's face. Looking for a big win tonight.
his opponent from Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 640 pounds, Colonel Youngblood and Rodriguez.
Last week, Random with a very decisive victory over Mage. Looking open to repeat the success he had last week. This time against another very deadly punchy man, Insho. We'll have to see how things go. And there's the bell, ladies and gentlemen. Random starting out a few punches of his own, very surprising. And Insho counters with a quick leg drop toe hold. Very surprising, Insho going for some punches and Random counters. Ooh, nice face buster. Random to counter with a rake to the eyes. Voice Insho and snap suplex. He tries to pick him up for a backdrop, but Insho counters into a bulldog. Surprised this match has started out the way it has, with Random the one throwing hands and Insho a much more grapple-based offense going on. Falls into the cover. Not even a 1 count. And dropping the elbow on Random's head. Which we've proven in the past is not a guaranteed victory by any means. Counters into a backdrop. Falls into the cover. Only a 1 count. Ties him up to a Russian leg sweep. Showing off some impressive moves. And suddenly with a reverse DDT. But Insho doesn't care, starts throwing hands again. Another face buster. Tossing Random into the corner. Random ducks out of the way. Insho doing what he does best now, throwing hands. A few good punches dropping Random to the ground. Rolls him over. Manages to get the 2 count. Really patient setting him up. Picks him up, goes for a pile driver. Into the cover, 1, 2, and Random still kicks out, proving that he is as resilient as ever. Insho apparently going for plan B, working on the legs. It worked well for him last time. Picking up that submission victory. Oh, but Random taking control. A big power bomb. Time to walk it off. Goes for a few punches of his own. And a big knee lift. A few quick jabs and a big haymaker of his own little jive and whale action. Into the cover. Insho kicks out at 2. That would have been a very embarrassing loss for Insho if he had been beaten by somebody else punching him out. Random playing it up as Insho gets back to his feet. And just pounds him down to the ground. Random uses sheer willpower to push Insho over. Climbs the top rope and drops the elbow. Climbs up to the top rope again. Patiently waiting for Insho to get up. Oh, big drop kick. A beautiful missed drop kick by Random. Insho managed to hold on and duck out. Starts letting the fist fly. Oh, Random counters with a big haymaker of his own. And a few quick jabs to the stomach. Another quick hook to the face. Oh, big punch. Oh, now this is slowly turning into a fight, not a wrestling match. Quick DDT. Oh, only gets a 2 count. Insho working his way to his feet on the outside. Standing on the apron. Oh! Busts Random open. Climbs to the top rope. Big elbow drop. He starts wrenching away on those legs. Looks like he is going for plan B after all. Picks Random up. Ah, big headbutt. Insho's starting to slow down though. Random knows it, counters and just tosses the Insho aside. He yanks him out of the corner. Oh, big right hand from Random. Drops the elbow. Starts stomping away. Oh no! The kick of doom. 1, 2, 3. There is no recovering from the kick of doom, ladies and gentlemen. Insho with that first big pile driver. Trying to go for the win early on. Managed to get the 2 count there, but Random trying to throw hands with Insho and holding his own quite well, I might add. And even though still that wasn't enough to put Insho away there. Insho was beginning to go for that plan B, taking out the legs. Random saw it coming, just tossed him out of the way, and eventually went for the kick of doom.
Here is your winner, Colonel Youngblood and Rodriguez.
Pulling out another big victory, ladies and gentlemen. Random doing a great job. Up next for this evening, some tag team action as Team Ass, Storm and Vile go up against everybody's favorite tag team, Tony and Supremus in Green Love.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 460 pounds, super smooth Billy and America's sweetheart James, the Hype Bros.
Storm and Vile have a very long-lasting friendship that has stood the test of time. And great friendships like that always make for great tag teams. Can't wait to see what they do tonight.
combined weight of 476 pounds, Tony, and the chosen one, Eddie, vicious and delicious.
Tony and Suprema's both sporting a couple of new looks. Tony seems a little more blinged out in his gold. And Suprema's definitely got some new bracers going on. But they still have those great dance moves lighting up the crowd. ZV's classic tag team in action. Looks like Sorum and Tony are going to be starting out the match for their respective teams. And there's the bell. Here we go. Tony starting out with a few quick punches, but Sorum ties him up, pushes him into the green corner. Nice clean break from two professionals. Sorum grabbing Tony. Starts dragging him back over to his corner, but Tony doesn't allow that to happen. A big clothesline dumping him in one of the neutral corners. And drops him on his back. Tony rolls him over into a Boston Crab. He sits down and pulls back, but Sorum's able to muscle out of it, surprisingly. Goes for the tag, and in comes Vile. What a big rolling forearm. Dropping Tony almost instantly. But Tony puts him into the corner. Falls over the clothesline. Decides to tag in Supremus. Who starts out by missing a kick. All part of his ingenious ploy. Just stomps on Vile's lower abdomen, we're going to call that. Vile tosses him into Team Ass's corner. Follows with a big elbow once again. Drags Ed out. Stomps on that brand new bracer. Hopefully it offers, just stomping away on it again. Hopefully it offers Ed some protection. Into the ass corner. Ducks the forearm this time. And Supremus with a snap powerbomb. So it's Vile clawing for the tag. But Ed cuts him off. There's that big forearm elbow. Wow, just sitting on Supremus trying to rip his arms off. In the Team Ass's corner. Gets the tag. Big boot by Sorum. Starts stomping away on him. Corner once again. Ducks out of the way. Tosses Ed to one of the neutral corners. Gets him into almost a full Nelson and then just rams his face into the turnbuckle. Sorum grabs him once again into the corner. Beautiful tag team action from Team Ass tonight. Goes for a suplex, but Ed is able to counter out of that into another clothesline. Now would be a great time to tag in Tony. Supremus has been in there for a while. He's managed to sit down to a Dragon Sleeper, though. Vile easily able to counter out of that. Into the corner once again. Frequent tags in and out. Again, good fundamental tag team action from Team Ass. showing their worth against Green Love. Sorum tossed into the green corner. Manages to counter somehow. Oh, head with a bulldog off the middle rope. He's got him set up. He's waiting for it. He'll be hitting him with that double underhook DDT. Goes into the cover. And gets the 2 count. Sorum's definitely in dangerous territory. Just got dropped on his head and is in the green corner. Supremacist wisely tagging Tony back in. Rolls him over and drops a big leg right across Sorum's chest. Oh! A famouser from Sorum. Tosses Tony to the outside, and Sorum's moving and grooving, getting that momentum on his side. Dragging Tony around, tosses him into the barricade. Bouncing his head off of it. Tony muscles out of it this time. Tries to get tossed back in the ring, but Vile is in the way. Vile should really move. The referee's count up to 8. Sorum slides back in. If Tony doesn't get back in, Team Ass is going to win this by countout. Slides in at just the last second. Sorum thought he had it won, but Tony was able to counter. Out of nowhere with a big backdrop. Oh, Sorum with a sling blade. Into the cover. Ah, but Ed's right there to break it up. And gets a bulldog for his trouble. Sorum still feeling it though. With Ed on the outside and Tony woozy. Into the corner he goes. Into the corner once again. Oh, and a side slam. Oh, and Sorum taking a page out of Tony's book and clawing away at his face. Oh, but Ed's finally back up to his feet. Sorum finally has to release the hold. Into the ass corner they go. Oh, face buster. Out of the corner, dragging Tony back to the center of the ring. Rolls him up. Almost gets the 3 count. But Sorum breaks it up at the last second. Vile not quite able to get around to him. Beautiful butterfly German suplex. Oh, Tony out of nowhere with a backdrop. Tony might have got his second wind. Oh! Decides to show Sorum how to do that claw properly. Squeezing the life out of Sorum's face, and almost instantly, Sorum has to tap out. That's probably why I softened up the face in the first place with that butterfly DDT, double underhook DDT, whatever you want to call it. Getting the 2 count off of that, that must have been enough to soften up Sorum's face. Even after the famouser, Tony was able to hold on. And the sling blade, Tony was able to weather both of those. Trying to add humiliation to victory. Insult to injury is the term I was trying to think of. It's not a valiant effort from Team Ass.
Tony and the chosen one, Eddie.
Despite a valiant effort from Team Ass, Green Love pulls it out in the end. Excellent tag team match, though, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of entertainment you expect on ZV Wrestlemans. Up next for you this evening, the grudge match of the century, ladies and gentlemen. This evil clone. Clone battles clone, ladies and gentlemen. Cyber Bloodline versus Razor. Hopefully, they can put this bitter rivalry to rest right here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Cyber Bloodline's already in the ring, waiting for Razor. And Razor... What's going on? Razor seems to be holding his arm. What's this? It's Marcel!
And his opponent, from parts unknown, weighing in at 206 pounds, Marcel!
Apparently Razor is too hurt to compete tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So he has convinced Marcel to take his place. What an interesting turn of events, ladies and gentlemen. Cyber was definitely not prepared for this outcome. He was preparing to fight Razor. Good, ladies and gentlemen, a little impromptu match between Cyber and Marcel now. Supposed to be Razor, but apparently Razor injured himself somehow. Had to opt out and managed to convince Marcel to take his place tonight. That has to be affecting Cyber psychologically just a little, as I said earlier. He was anticipating a match with Razor. Razor and Marcel definitely have very unique fighting styles. So being prepared for one does not make you prepared for the other. Luckily, Cyber is a valiant competitor and is able to rise to any challenge. Starting out with a few tie-ups, no real serious action going on yet. Referee calling for a break once again. Marcel coming out the gate with a big clothesline though. Starts stomping away on Cyber. Nice slingshot leg drop. Marcel going up to the top rope. Misses the falling knee. Cyber wisely rolling out of the way. Cyber just falling right into a dragon sleeper. Marcel powers out of it pretty quickly, and a big elbow. Dropping Cyber off his feet. Into the turnbuckle they go. Marcel counters once again. An elbow followed by a European uppercut. Cyber slips around him though into a German suplex. But Marcel grabs the leg as he's getting up and takes him down. Rolls him over to a sitting bear hug. tossing Cyber out of the ring and very proud of himself. That was a nice cross-legged suplex on the outside of the ring. Followed by another big European uppercut. A few swift blows followed by a drop kick. And Cyber is definitely rocked by this surprise entrance in this match. The suplex on the outside, referee's counts up to 7 by now. Cyber tossing Marcel in the ring, sliding back in after him. Oh, beautiful backstabber. And Cyber taking charge of this match, or so I thought. And Marcel counters again. Into the corner and a big knee to the stomach. Cyber stomping away on Marcel. Drags him out. Probably going to go for the cover here. One. And yet only a 1 count. Cyber slowly trying to turn this match back to in his favor. Marcel with a very quick counter and another uppercut. Cyber there with the quick arm drag. Follows up with a knee to face. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And despite Razor playing some mind games with Cyber, trying to trip him up, Cyber comes up with the victory. And beats Marcel. But apparently Razor might not be done with him. Oh no, Razor once again with a cheap shot from behind. Clotheslining Cyber after the match. I don't think Razor was quite as hurt as he said he was. Safe to say this rivalry is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. But we will get back to that. Moving on in tonight's main event. Tag team action is Nightmare and Neo Forte going up against the very unlikely tag team of Arnie and Raptor.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 460 pounds, super awesome Nightmare and the Enforcer.
Nightmare being super awesome because he is awesome, and he is current reigning ZV Super Championship after winning that impromptu battle royal a couple of weeks ago. Defeating 29 other competitors in that match. Surprising victory there. Nightmare and Neo Forte have been working together for years, though. Definitely have the advantage in this tag team situation.
And their opponents, first, from the old country, weighing in at 202 pounds, the Dragon Arn.
Very surprising tag team out of this. Arnie had a very strong showing in the early goings of the ZV tournament for the Grand Champion. But fell short in the semifinals. His tag team partner, on the other hand, was actually shut out in the first round by Nightmare.
And his partner from out of this world, weighing in at 223 pounds, the Technician.
As I was saying earlier, I'm not really sure how this tag team came to be. Very different, fundamental points of view on life in general. Arnie seems to be a very upstanding, knight-like dragoon. And Raptor is, well, quite full of himself, arrogant, and downright devious. We'll be interested to see how well they work together. Nightmare and Arnie will be starting out the match, ladies and gentlemen. Arnie starting out by wrestling Nightmare down to the mat, but Nightmare quickly counters into a float over neckbreaker. Tosses Arnie down into the corner. Arnie once again tying him up. I believe this match is going to definitely come down to tag team coordination. Nightmare and Neo Forte have been working together for years now. Neo Forte starting out as Nightmare's bodyguard, where, to my knowledge, Arnie and Raptor have no tag team cohesion, never working together before now. Arnie went for a kick, but Nightmare countered with a spinning kick of his own. Sort of stomping away at the leg. He goes to toss Arnie into the corner, but Arnie ducks out of the way. Wise, they start dragging Nightmare over to his corner. Tags in for Raptor, who's probably looking for some retribution after the devastating loss in the ZV tournament. Very proud of his handiwork so far. Just a few quick stomps. Just picking Nightmare apart, apparently. Slowly working over Nightmare piece by piece. Started with the arms. Neck wrench and went back to the arms, but Nightmare sweeps him off his feet and tags in Neo Forte. The fresher man coming in. Raptor throws him into the corner to a big clothesline. Neo Forte cut off before he get any kind of offense going. Tossed into the corner once again, and another clothesline. Neo Forte finally, a little bit of offense, but Raptor caught him. Rolls him over into a single leg crab. Neo Forte easily able to punish muscle out of that. He's punishing Raptor now. Raptor quick to counter with an elbow and a swift kick. Neo Forte into the ropes. Hoists the big guy up and drops him across the top rope. Taking him outside, hangs him up for that draping DDT, drops Neo Forte right on his head. He's picking him up and Neo Forte sweeps him, the leg out from under him. Wisely going to Nightmare for the tag. after that draping DDT. Nightmare just jumps on him. Standing moonsault. Wrenches back on Raptor's neck while driving that knee into his back. Raptor wheezes out of it and follows up with a big drop kick. Oh, Raptor calling for it. He's going to try and put him away. Oh, an RKO. Goes for the cover. Yeah, but only a 2 count. Nightmare's still relatively fresh. At least him and Neo Forte have been tagging in out a little. Raptor finally tagging in Arnie for a little tag team action. Big, huge backdrop. Only the second time Arnie's been in this match this evening. Oh, beautiful head scissors by Arnie. Doing what he does best. Oh, standing Spanish fly. Arnie pulling out all the big flippies. Ah, but Nightmare counters with that ripcord knee. Goes into the cover. And only gets the 2 count. Quick, though. Picks Arnie back up. Tosses him into the corner. And stares at him. I'm not really sure what Nightmare's thinking here. Looks like he was getting some coaching tips from Neo Forte, and apparently the coaching tips work, so he goes for the curb stomp into the cover, but only gets a 2 count. Nightmare getting fired up now, though, but Arnie counters. Waits him up for a suplex, but Nightmare's able to counter and float her over into a neck breaker. Nightmare with a few forearms and a sling blade of his own, dropping Arnie down. Nightmare's definitely getting angry now. Oh, Arnie with a hot tag into Raptor, and Raptor goes for the clothesline. And another big clothesline. Ducks under that clothesline, but Nightmare wails away. Oh, Nightmare's setting him up once again. Looks like Raptor's going to get a curb stomp for his troubles, too. Driving his face into the mat, goes for the cover. Oh, Arnie was on his way to save him, but not necessary, as Raptor still manages to kick out somehow. Into the ropes, Raptor goes. Ah, big drop kick. Nightmare deciding to tag Neo Forte in. Rapes him across that top rope. Arnie begging for the tag over there. Neo Forte goes for a big leg lariat, but misses. Into the ropes, Neo Forte goes. They collide. Neo Forte manages to get him into the turnbuckle. Follows up with a big knee. Stomping away on Raptor. Beautiful slingshot leg drop. Neo Forte calling a shot. Big knee to the back. Oh! Beautiful spinning roundhouse. Bust open for Raptor. Drags him to the center of the ring. Oh, went for the cover, but Raptor counters with a drop toe hold. Oh, and he's setting up Neo Forte for another RKO. Oh, that's... into the cover. And Neo Forte able to kick out at 2. Raptor surprisingly proud of his work despite, taking a beating and being bloody. Arnie's begging for the tag, but Raptor seems to be ignoring him. That's a sign of bad tag team action right there. You can tell this is a new team not used to working with each other. Goes for the suplex, Neo Forte counters. Oh, beautiful powerbomb into the pin. Oh! Arnie went to break it up, but Nightmare taking the bullet for him. Here's an early shot of that curb stomp on the Raptor. And that spinning roundhouse that busted Raptor open. And Raptor tried to make a comeback with that RKO. Maybe if he had tagged in Arnie, they'd have still been in this match, but...
Here are your winners, Awesome Nightmare and the Enforcer.
The superior tag team definitely came out on that one, at least the one with more experience. Great effort by Nightmare and Neo Forte. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it for another edition of ZV Universe. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more coming up in the following days. In the meantime, once again, this is the legendary Xero Bloodline saying, you guys have fun, and we will see you next time on ZV Universe.